It's Madden NFL 23, and coming up, it'll be no holds barred between NFC East rivals. It's the Wizards and the Commanders, and it's all up next.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's an early season divisional matchup in the NFC East between the Orlando Wizards and the Washington Commanders. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And now it's second down. Not the graphic that this fan base wants to see week one, Charles. They were hoping to see key acquisitions, some bright spots. Instead, we're talking about injuries, preseason injuries that have guys missing here in this one.
And even in today's football, everyone does their best to try and have their starters ready for week one. Guys still have to practice. They still have to train, and injuries do crop up. You're exactly right about that, though, Brandon. None of the people supporting this team want to see that graphic on the screen at the start of this game. That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news. Game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Burrow going for it on fourth. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down. They go play action with Burrow. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Play action. It's Burrow. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. And he's got this to Jefferson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now it's Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jamar Chase, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Wizards are on the board here first in the season opener. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down. This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter. And they go play action now. Burrow. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And it's caught. Touchdown. Colin Johnson, 57 yards. And the Wizards are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium,
Back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I should like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Hey, we got to go score.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Burrow on play action. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Here we go.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it, a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Let's get set.
On 2nd down, it's Beal, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 34-yard line. Up the middle they go. Beal. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at... The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And that one closing in on halftime with the Cowboys out on top. Dak Prescott has thrown.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back.
Done. Stop.
First down. Here's Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession. After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds.
Here we go. Go.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Burrow on first down. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He'll get it inside the 20. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Now it's Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jamar Chase. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Wizards have retaken a third-quarter lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes...
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And touchdown! Jamar Chase with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Wizards answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then...
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Burrow will throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop it. And the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your line and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock.
He's got a man, complete. Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Here's Burrow. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Now a handoff up the middle. Beal. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Burrow going to keep it on the sneak. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Joe Burrow scoring on the sneak from a... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Here's Burrow. Completes this to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now Burrow. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Throwing, Burrow. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Here we go.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Burrow. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't.
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. And now here comes their final timeout.
Here we go.
As they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Here we go.
And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often. A wasted down.
We're backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Now the throw on third down. Knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule. I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for our visitors, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will get a home date next week.